Flag bursts commence. Targeting enemy aircraft.
Damn! Give us wings so we can fly, and I just said a premonition that I died, and now I cannot go to sleep.
I pray that the Lord forgive me for my sins.
Yo, it's TheGIBBYNATR. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the psychology of a good Call of Duty player. Now this is something that I've never done before, but it is really important. Like, if you don't have the right mindset when you're playing Call of Duty, you're never going to be a really good player. So my credibility for this is that I used to play football and badminton at a national level. So I've had coaching of some of the best coaches in the world on mindset. So I know a lot of tips, and today I'm going to be sharing them with you for Call of Duty, and it is transferable. You can, like, Call of Duty is such a competitive game that it is basically a sport. So this is really going to be helpful. Like, hopefully this will make you improve dramatically, and if you do listen and you do put these into your game, it really will help you out. So the first thing on my list is something that really annoys me when I see people doing this. Like, they'll be doing something that works. So they'll go into a game with a tactic and it'll be working. They'll be going on a 10 kill streak, just being in this one area of the map. But then they change what they're doing and go somewhere else and they die. Like, if you find something that works, carry on doing it, because it's most likely going to carry on working. I don't know why people feel like they go too far ahead of themselves and feel like, oh, this isn't going to work anymore, I'm going to change it up. But honestly, keep doing what you're doing. It's working. It's going to get you these high kill streaks if you just carry on doing what you're doing and keep putting pressure on the enemy. And the reverse of that is when you find something that's not working, don't carry on doing it. Change it up. Like, I see so many people, they go to the same position on the map. They'll go to somewhere where they keep dying to someone, and they go back and they're like, oh my god, I keep dying, I'm on a 5 death streak. And I'm like, you haven't changed what you're doing. Of course you're going to keep dying. You're going back to the same area again and again. So what you need to do is you need to realise, oh crap, I've just died 3 times there. I'm not going to go there for the rest of the game. I'm going to go somewhere else, and it's going to throw this enemy off. Now that enemy that's just killed you 3 times in a row is most likely thinking, this is working, I'm going to stay here. So they're another smart player. So when you do get into those situations, it is important that you have to be the most intelligent player out of the 2 people and figure out what they're doing and change up your game plan, because it's not working. And honestly, I think that is the biggest thing about Call of Duty. When you can realise that, you're going to get way less deaths. I used to be the player that just kept going to the place and dying and wondering why. But you've just got to change it up and then you won't die anymore. It is so simple, but most people don't do it, and that is something that I learned a lot from playing football at a national level, and that really did help me out. So going into the next tip that I've got for you is not raging. Raging has got to be the most, it's the most pointless thing ever. When have you ever raged and it's actually achieved anything? It's actually helped you in a positive way. It will never help you. So instead of raging when you die, think, what just happened? How did I die? And what can I do to stop me from dying in that situation again? So just break it down like that and you're going to improve so much. So for example, if you die and you think that was stupid, don't rage, just think, okay, I shouldn't have pushed that. Instead, I'll hold back next time and I won't do it. And you're going to just decrease your deaths massively. And you're also going to improve as a player, because when you rage at the game, you're most likely, you're going to be blaming it on connection, you're going to be blaming it on the game being bad. But that's not going to help you improve as a player. You want to be looking at yourself. That is one of the main things. If you want to improve as a player, don't be blaming stuff on a game. Blame it on yourself. Don't blame your teammates. They're external. Blame it on yourself. You're the reason that you didn't get the kill, because you haven't improved enough. You need to get better. That is the way I look at it, and that is the only way you're going to improve. So look at yourself. What are you doing wrong? Was your accuracy bad? Were you pushing something you shouldn't have? Just stuff like that. And you'll become such a good player if you use that tip. And another thing is, don't play with people that rage, because they're really going to rub off on you. Like, energy is contagious. When you're with people that rage, you're going to start raging, and then everyone in your party is going to start raging, and you're just going to spiral down this horrible just raginess, and you're all going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's just going to be an awful time. So that is the worst thing you can do. So what you either want to do is tell your mates that you play with to stop raging and stay positive, or you just ditch them, go solo, focus on your own mindset, and then come back to them and maybe try and play with them, or just find people with the same mindset that want to get better at the game. That is the main one for me. If you're playing with people that are raging, you're going to start raging too, and you're not going to have a fun time. At the end of the day, it is a game. You want to have fun. You don't want to be here just raging and crying all the time that the game is bad. So the next thing that is really going to help you out is if you program your mind to think you only have one life. That is going to massively improve the impact you have in that life and what you do and how you play. So when you tell yourself you only have one life, you genuinely play like you only have one life, and it is such a, like, it sounds so simple, but it helps so much. It's going to really help you to go on those kill streaks because you think about everything you do and you don't play mindlessly. Like a lot of people, they just rush around like a headless chicken and they wonder why they die. But when you think that you have one life, you're going to play a lot more cautiously, you're going to pre-aim more, and you're not going to push stupid things. So it is a really good thing to have in your mind all the time, just thinking, oh, I've only got one life, and it's going to massively increase your KD. I used to do this back in Infinite Warfare, and I went from like a 3 KD all the way up to a 4 when I was in the Master Prestiges, so it is very hard to raise your KD in those levels, so it must have worked for me. And obviously I'm still doing all of these things that I've mentioned in this video to become my, like, the greatest possible player. Another thing is, like, a good quote that I really like that Nadeshot used to say was to stay cool, calm and collected, and I think that it's perfect. It describes what I've just talked about perfectly about the rage. Like, when you're raging, your mind is just, it's everywhere but what you need to focus on. So when you stay cool, calm and collected, you're focused on the game and nothing can stop you. You're going to become an absolute Call of Duty god. And the final, most important thing for me is staying positive. Like, if you can't believe in yourself and you don't think you're the best player, you're never going to become good. So always, instead of saying, oh, I just died on crap at the game, just be telling yourself, come on Josh, well, that's my name, whatever your name is, just come on, I can get better, I can improve on this, and you are going to get better, I can promise you that. So if you did find this video helpful, defo drop a like on the video, that'd be much appreciated. Also subscribe to the channel for the best Call of Duty tips and tricks. It's been TheGIBBYNATR, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.